Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec.
It's Monday, of course.
No.
Whenever we're here, it's a Monday or a Wednesday.
And we still can't get it right.
It's my days and time just kind of flow all together. Today's fun fact of the day is that back when dinosaurs existed, there used to be volcanoes that were erupting on the moon.
And they say there's no life on the moon.
Well, probably not anymore. The volcanoes got it.
Isn't that a trip, though? Like, that means that the core at some point was so hot, it was like pushing shit up. That means there's fucking...
Well, the moon is just a chunk of Earth. That was blasted off by an asteroid or meteor.
Wait,
still don't know the difference.
I always understood the moon is in existence because the asteroid that hit the Earth broke off a piece of Earth.
It's a chunk of Earth that was blasted off.
So how could the moon's volcanoes be erupting prior to the existence of the moon?
Are you stupid?
Do you get what I'm saying?
The moon existed when there were dinosaurs around.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm saying I was always told that the moon existed after the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs.
No, it's way earlier.
It's way older? Okay.
Yeah. Way before that.
My bad then. I was misinformed. I need to stop listening to my guru.
Yeah, and start listening to me.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
What are we drinking today?
We are drinking some motherfucking champagne.
Don't shake it.
I will not.
Try not to. I barely even know how to open these.
I think you just cut the wrapper and then... Oh, these are different ones. So we need to get this wrapper a little cut and then it's like a twist off.
Weakling, using your keys. I use my thumbnail.
All right.
Weakling.
Well, if you always strive to be better than me, I
wouldn't get very far.
You will succeed very quickly, and yeah, you won't get very far after that. So, maybe relook your morals. Oh, fucking shit!
You don't have to go all the way.
No, I'm going all the way to the base. Glock, glock. There it is. There it is. That shit's gone. And we're drinking to celebrate new beginnings.
Alec's annoying roommate finally moved out.
Finally gone.
Well, kicked out / moved out. Doesn't matter. Semantics.
So, there's two ways we could do this. We could just push with our thumbs and have it off. Or we can just slowly twist it off. Either way, it's probably going to foam a little bit. It's going to break the shit out of that fan. So just twist it a little bit so it's like that. And then get ready, just a little bit.
Am I retarded?
Yeah. And a weakling.
Shut the fuck up. I did more push-ups than you.
And you still can't undo it. Oh, you did it. All right, I'm going in.
The trick is to keep it very still. Don't launch it.
I want to launch it. For the viewers.
Yeah, and break my things. And or your thing.
Just the ceiling. Okay, hang on.
That's what he told all the women.
Break the things.
Hang on.
Hang on. I'm almost there. Almost there.
It's another 5 minutes.
I'd be lucky for another 5 minutes. Hang on. I just need like another minute.
Sorry, 30 seconds.
And I'm trying not to make it blow
Any
up
day now.
everywhere. I'm trying not to make it blow up. If I can rip it out right now and it'll blow up everywhere. You want me to do that? I will pull the trigger on both of us.
Okay, well, your stuff is over there, so do it over there. Just push it up.
I am. Oh! What is going? Oh! I held the. Oh! Oh, this is not good. Oh, gooey boy. I couldn't have made it.
I'm how you do it correctly. He's how you do it wrong.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This never happens.
For all of those you listening to the podcast, Alec struggled.
There's jizz all over my goddamn shit.
He struggled to open a bottle of champagne for what seems like the entire show, and we've only been going for 5 minutes.
Man. I told you, it's just about 5 minutes. then my cork pops.
And then you blow your top.
Cheers to blowing my top.
Don't shake the bottle too much.
Yeah, so I guess today we're drinking Cook's
Brute
California
champagne.
So it is what it is.
Not bad.
Just the just the cheapest one we could find at Ralph's.
Because fuck CVS today.
Fuck CVS. So I'll tell the story about that. We alternate between buying drinks and food, and today's my day to buy drinks. We go to CVS, and I'm like, Josh, you sure CVS has champagne? He's like, yeah.
Yes, they do.
They do. And we pick up some champagne, and I walk up to the sales lady who took 5 minutes doing what the fuck ever else was going on. And I walk up to her, and she's like, do you have a CVS card? And I was like, I do. And she's like, can I see your ID? And I was like, you can. And she looks at my ID, and she's like, can you take off your mask? And I was like, I'd rather not. And then she's like, well, I'm not going to sell it to you because I can't see your whole face. And I was like, all right, well, I'll go somewhere else then. And then took my card, and we left. And then we went to Ralph's, and we got these. And the guy who helped us out was like, hey, do you have a Ralph's Club card? And I was like, no. And he's like, no, I'm gonna put on the savings for you anyway. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And he's like, you just saved $8. And I was like, shit, really? I didn't even get the total, but it saved us a bunch of money on this alcohol. So we went from one of the weirdest interactions. Like, I couldn't believe someone was asking us to take off our masks after saying it's required to be in the store to take it off just to sell alcohol. And then we went from one of the, I'll just say rude, just fucking stupid people to someone who was really polite and saved us $8 and was super cool. So CVS kind of sucks dick. So
Today. CVS kind of blows dick.
yeah, I always go to CVS. There's those weird times where they get like a new employee.
Yeah, I've never seen her there before, and we're there like all the
A
time.
lot, twice a week.
Yeah, and even before like you moved, we were there like every day, every night, seeing the same people.
Yeah.
And like sometimes they don't even ID you.
Well, they know me.
Yeah.
The people at 7-Eleven stopped IDing me too.
Yeah.
That's just one of those things.
There's new people come and they ruin it for everybody.
Yeah. And well, I just think it's new or not. Like, to ask us to remove our masks is like pretty crazy. It seems like a
social justice.
Yeah, well, it just seems like something you shouldn't be doing during a pandemic in the first place, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, at first I thought she was like kind of joking, and then I was like, I'm not gonna remove my mask if I have to wear it. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna do it because it's ridiculous. Like, I buy there all the time. Like, I don't need to prove to you that I'm 21. I think, you know, I'm 26, and it's like
way past it.
Yeah, but it's also just like, I don't know. It's just a ridiculous thing to ask someone, I think, especially because you're mandating it to be worn in store. So
it's a bit ridiculous, but we had Thanksgiving.
We did.
And Black Friday. Did you do any Black Friday shopping?
I did not.
Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving?
I did.
At least one of us could.
Why couldn't you?
Because someone made edibles, and I decided to try one just because. The littlest piece. It was like literally that big, the size of 2 almonds. And
couch locked for like 4 hours.
I was on my ass for 4 hours. Literally, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I say it's literally the worst. Like, it was just a waste of a day.
Well, it was literally, you just did nothing. You sat there.
Yeah, and I hate that. I hate not doing anything.
We watched like a special. I think you fell asleep through it.
Probably did.
So I get that, but I've done the same thing too. When my dad was doing that party, I took edibles. The ones you had edibles, and I took the edibles at the 2468 party or whatever, and yeah, I just ended up on my ass on the couch for like 2 hours, and then everyone went to bed by the time I was not high anymore. So
the person who made them was like, they're not even that strong, and I was like, well,
just with different leagues.
Something's fucking wrong there.
We're in different leagues. Cause maybe it wasn't stirred properly.
Because they were eating like chunks, like big squares.
Really? Damn.
And I'm like, how does this happen? I know I'm not like a connoisseur or like aficionado of smoking weed, so I'm not like.
But you've taken edibles before.
Yeah,
and you've never had.
I've never had that happen unless
you've never been laid out on your ass like that.
Unless I've eaten like. So when I went to a Pizza Rev party, for like us winning a contest, I went over to their house, and the host made edibles, and they were really good. They were brookies. And so I had like two like nice 2-inch by 2-inch squares. And
Really?
Because my first one fell on the floor, so I ate it off the floor, and I was like, I need another one. And
You didn't know what you're getting into at the time, huh?
I was also drinking. There was a keg there, so
You got fucking lit.
yeah, threw up all over her bathroom. I think I cleaned it up, and then I passed out on the couch and left at 4 a.m.
And you weren't invited back since. Sorry.
Besides the point.
Not.
Yeah.
Not. But that sucks. That's a trip.
And then going to work the next day.
You didn't?
I did go. It's Black Friday. I have to be there.
Did you work today?
No.
Oh.
Not today.
Oh, my dumbass. I always forget that.
It's Monday.
Well, all of a sudden your schedule's like
My schedule
super early in the
changes
morning.
all the time.
It's super early in the morning, so I'm just like, oh shit, maybe he worked before.
Yeah. I mean, I could if
Yeah.
they wanted me to.
It'd be a
But
bitch.
I'd have to be off at noon. But you got here at noon, so it's like very unexpected today.
Well, okay, so for those who know me, know that I got not a great night's sleep 2 nights ago. So I was over at the Tyson fight at Ryan's, and we were drinking a little bit. And by the time I get home, I'm like sober, and I lay down. And if I try to go to bed after drinking, and I sober up, for whatever reason, I just can't fall asleep. But in this particular instance, because sleep has been like, it's been pretty hit and miss. It's been either really good or it's like the second night. It's the second night during the quarantine that I couldn't sleep at all. And so I sobered up, and because of that, I think on top of the fact that I had really nothing going on to like, no real reason to sleep and no real good sleep cycle, I just stayed up all night. I couldn't sleep, and then I got out of bed around like 8 or 9 or whenever. I hit you up in the group chat, and you're like, you're up early, and I was like, I didn't sleep.
7.
Yeah, I was like 7. I'm never up at 7. And I was like, I didn't sleep, and then I was just playing video games, watching movies all day, and then every time I'd stand up, I'd feel like I get pretty bad vertigo in like car washes, like at those automated car washes. You put your car in park, and then the thing comes down and moves towards you. I feel like my car is still rolling. So I get pretty bad vertigo sometimes and stuff like that. So I'd stand up, and I'd feel the walls move, and I'd be like, oh, nope. And then I drove to get some breakfast, and the entire time I was like, I shouldn't be driving. I was like, I shouldn't be driving. I shouldn't be driving. I shouldn't be driving. And it's one of those things where it's like, you're weak because you didn't sleep, so you're like you're just like physically and mentally exhausted, tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I shouldn't be driving. And then I was like, texted Ryan. I was like, I can't drive to your place today and drink beer and watch the football game as much as I'd love to, because I'm pretty sure I'd fall asleep behind the wheel.
The night game was terrible.
Yeah, it didn't seem like I missed too much, but it was a bummer because, you know, it just was. But luckily, I got a good night's sleep last night rather. I went to bed at like 9:30. Never go to bed at 9 or 9:30, not since like high school. And then I woke up again this morning at like 9 or 9:30. But so the weird thing was, I want to talk about this a little bit. Before I couldn't get sleep 2 nights ago, I rolled over and I was trying to sleep and I couldn't, and I just had a bunch of thoughts going through my head or whatever. And then at one point everything kind of like slowed down, and it was like how I talked about like the universe jumping or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that again, but it was like it was a slowed down, and like I felt the effect of it. It's like I felt myself approaching like my body this time. It was weird. It was like, imagine like, you know those things where you see the person like dunking a basketball or doing a kickflip, and it cuts it frame by frame so you can see it in like a video editing software.
It's just like stuttered.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, it's just like a freeze frame, but it's like you see them do the ollie, kickflip, land it, and then you see like
a time lapse.
Yeah, but it's like you see like the pictures of each section. It was like that, but it was coming forward for me. So I was laying down, I felt myself like enter my body and then line up with my face, like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then I opened my eyes and I was like, oh, that's not good. And I felt like hollow and empty the whole day. And then when I went to bed last night at 9 o'clock, I still felt like really hollow and tired and empty.
That's called depression.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
It wasn't anything like that. It was like, I don't know. It just felt like vacant. I don't know how to describe it. It was like, it was a new feeling. You know, you ever feel a feeling you never felt before? It was like that.
Not yet.
I felt a brand new feeling, and it wasn't anything like anything I've ever felt. And last night going to bed, I skipped meditation because I was like so certain.
How dare you?
I was so certain, and I didn't meditate the night that I didn't sleep either. Maybe I should have, but I skipped meditation, and I was like, I'm just so certain. I was so tired. I went to bed at 9:30, and I fell asleep pretty quick. And then I woke up at like 11:30, and I remember I was watching a TV show, Suits, and I kept hearing all these things in my head. It was like, you need to get the case done. You need to do this. You need to do that. And it was like, everything was like mirrored. It was so weird. So like, I heard someone say something in front of me, and then it'd be on the other two sides like this. It was like a triangle effect. And it was like I was in the center of the triangle, and everybody was saying something. And it was at the same time. And then there was other people, and then it was mirrored in the same way too. So it'd be like, you need to get the case done, da 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 da. And then it'd be like me. It'd be like, you need to go to sleep, bro. You just need to fucking relax. You need to fucking chill and just try to sleep. And then it was just like, you can't sleep. And then there's like, you know, all the thoughts in my head, but like they were like placed in an area, and I had to like deconstruct everything, and I started like, you know, doing some deep breathing exercises, and it felt like everything kind of like came back together, and the hollowness went away. It felt like everything became stable and sturdy again, and like I kind of gained control of it, and it was off to bed. And then I woke up at 9, and then I laid in bed for like 3 hours. So, but it was a trip. That's all I'm trying to say is it was a trip, and I feel like maybe I'm becoming like dependent on meditation. It seems to sleep. It's weird. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that sounds like a slippery slope and an interesting weekend.
Oh my God, it was a trip for sure.
My weekend was full of retail because, of
course, you get to say retail.
Of course, a little bit too.
Well, if you work in retail,
yeah. So, last Black Friday wasn't really Black Friday because we were still open on Thanksgiving, like in the PM time, like 5 o'clock is when we opened. This year, we were closed for Thanksgiving completely, and then just a regular day on Friday. But like, nobody came. It was just like
no one.
40 people right as we opened, just rush in. But like, we didn't have any Xboxes, we didn't have any PlayStations or.
Were people asking for it?
Yeah, and like we told them like before they came in,
it's all online.
Before the doors open, we're like, it's all like they're sold out. Like we don't have any, we didn't get any.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, there's really the only deals were like TVs, but only I was in charge of like running TVs for anyone who wanted them, and I only sold 2. So
easy day. Suck it, Black Friday.
A whole lot of nothing, but I did see that 41% of total Black Friday sales were smartphones.
Really?
41% of every account of Black Friday sales were smartphones.
So a lot of people are going to get new phones for Christmas.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting that new iPhone.
That's cool. I mean, at least you get the iPhone sales. Because I feel like PlayStation and Xbox is like, they have to have a website where you can just order it online. No, it has to be through a retailer.
Yep. I mean, you could order it from like the Microsoft store, but they're still out of stock.
Yeah, they're already sold out.
Yeah.
It blows my mind how fast shit sells out still.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough hype, but there's also the people who have like the bots for like when the new Yeezys drop, they buy them out
and then they resell them.
Yeah.
That's such bullshit though. It's like, bro, the fact that that's someone's like
someone's job.
Income, yeah, someone's job. That's such bullshit. People, I've told this story before, but people would buy tickets for like Levity Live. They'd buy like 100 seats and then sell them at a marked up price on another website. That's such bullshit.
It's stupid, too.
It's so, like, dirty, bro.
Yeah, scalpers are kind of scummy. But, like, I appreciate... Oh, there's tickets, there's seats. Like, I can't tell you how many times my dad and I have gone to, like, a baseball game and just...
Got better seats.
Every time it's just been a scalped ticket. Because they're always just, like, $30. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. There's 2 tickets, $30. Sweet. Pretty decent-ass seat, too.
Yeah. No, I mean, you could get nosebleeds in Arizona, I remember, for $1 at one point. It was, like, just show up to the game.
Yeah. It also depends on, like, who they're playing.
Well, it was always spring training games, but, like, either a spring training game or just, like, a early game in the season versus, like, the Astros or the Mariners. It's like, who cares?
Yeah. Games that don't matter.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
Even then, they all don't matter because they play, like, fucking 160 games.
Yeah, it's so crazy how much they play.
Meanwhile, football only gets fucking 17, 16.
Well, 16, 17 weeks.
It's stupid. Basketball, there's, like, 100 games. Baseball, there's like 200 games. Fuck hockey. Who cares about hockey? Nobody. Sorry, Ryan.
I was like, Ryan likes hockey, but...
Football, the best sport, has no games. I get it's physically demanding.
Do you think it'd be more popular if it had a longer season?
Yeah.
Do you think we could make it a longer season by adding more teams or just more games?
More games.
Because that's... 32 teams is... kind of a lot, right? It's like, it's a pretty good amount.
That's a pretty solid amount.
3 of them belong to the fucking California.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid amount.
We have the, no, it should be 4 now. We have Rams, Chargers, 49ers.
That's it.
That's it, huh?
It used to be 4.
A third? Not a third. A 33rd? A 33rd percent?
Texas has 2.
Texans, no, that's college. Texans and who else?
The Cowboys.
Yeah, you never think of them as a Texas team.
They're the Dallas Cowboys. What's the first city you think of when you think of Texas?
I just think of the Cowboys. Cowboys are their own state, bro. The state of the Cowboys. The state of the boys.
The Yeehaws.
The Yeehaws.
First place I think of when I think of Texas is Dallas.
When you think of football, what's the first... aside from your favorite team, like, who do you think is, like, the face of football?
John Madden.
John Madden? That's a good answer.
Steve Madden. He makes shoes.
Make shoes.
He makes shoes.
He makes shoes. Wow, you can really dance.
Wow, you can also dance.
Yeah.
They were just dancing.
That is just marketing, right? It's like, who's the first pro skater you think of? Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
He's got a video game.
The best skater out there. Never been defeated in battle.
Never.
Did they do, like, skate battles?
It's called skate.
Oh, it's like horse.
Well, you could play horse too, but it's just an extra letter.
My dumbass.
Come on, bro. You went to middle school, right? There was someone who's like, come on, let's play skate. Ollie.
No.
All right, bro, let's see if I can match that, Ollie's. I wasn't as high as mine. That's not the fucking trick.
I didn't hang out with the skater kids.
Damn. Were there skaters in Arizona?
Yes.
People like...
Yes. There are skaters everywhere.
But were they like skate or die skaters? Because in California it was like skate or die, bro.
I know we produced superior emos.
Some beautiful women. Y'all got the fucking palest skin I've ever seen, and I love it. The pale skin and the dark hair.
Arizona's the place
and
to
the
be.
tattoos. Ugh. Arizona's got the... What's the major league goth? The goth major league.
Arizona's scene kid population was the best.
Still is. Everyone out in California is just like beautiful women out here too, but it's just like
it's different.
A lot of cocaine. You know? They just do a lot of cocaine and they're just super skinny and pale because of the cocaine. They're skinny because they have air conditioning and it's hot outside. You know, it's different. It's privilege. It's different privilege.
One of them is skinny because of cocaine. The other is skinny because of anorexia. It's different.
Mm-hmm. And body dysmorphia.
We are not the same.
We build different.
So working at 4 a.m. is kind of rough. I mean, it's not rough. I love it. It's the best thing I've ever done. But watching TV at work is the worst because
Wait, you...
on my breaks.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're not working at 4 a.m. You're sitting down watching TV.
No,
You're like, oh, I really do need a slap chop. So, Josh, move these fucking boxes.
On my breaks, I watch TV, and it's always the news. And something I've recently come to realize is that the news is the news usually starts
same thing all day.
4 a.m. It's the same fucking stories
All day.
just reported through like for different hours. Like there's the 4 a.m., 6, 8, 10.
Tonight at 11, same thing you got at
Same
7 in the morning.
Maybe with an extra little tidbit. But
Well, you probably get the weather of like the morning, a little bit later, but
the morning, afternoon, and night.
yeah, for the most part, it's all the same shit.
But it's the same fucking stories.
Yeah.
And because I was watching it at 6 and then watching it at 10, and I was like, I've literally seen all this already. Like, I don't need it. There's no point.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I still watching this? Oh, because it's communal TV and I can't change the channel. Until Oscar comes in and puts it. Is anyone watching this? One person says yes, and he's like, okay, cool, and changes it to Law and Order.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck you, Oscar.
I feel like I'd rather watch the news on repeat, though, as opposed to Law and Order. Like, even a single episode.
Depends. Law and Order, SVU.
Such a trash show.
Criminal Intent is better.
They're so bad. I was going through, like, a new superhero movie TV show phase after I watched Legion, and I was going through, like, Hulu and Netflix and whatever, and I finally found one that looked pretty cool. It's called The Runaways. And
New Mutants.
Or I don't know what the name of it was, but I started watching it, and it was on like Fox.
Gross.
And I remember like I had this weird cringy moment of like I was watching this show, and I was like, man, this feels like a Fox show. Like the camera angles are different. It looks like a shitty SVU like kind of director style. Like it's weird how that has such an impact on everything. Like just literally the director and camera angles and like the fucking color correction, like the lighting for this is like it's so clear. Everything's so bright and like washed out almost, and you're just like, bro, why does it look like that?
Well, like the weird thing is about like TV shows like on cable, is that there's not always the same director on every episode.
Yeah, it's true.
It's different for most episodes. Mm-hmm. I don't know why the fuck they would do that, because it kind of just ruins the show in my opinion.
Well, it's also they also credit writers differently. Like sometimes it'll be like written by blah blah blah. Yeah, other times it'll be like written by like Fox Incorporated.
Because there's like fucking seven.
There's like seven of them.
And then it's like who's available to direct this?
Mm-hmm.
John, cool. John, you got it.
John,
next
you're
week.
Up. Take it back. Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, fucking Ashley, come on. Like,
but it's a trip to me because like it feels like a Fox show. Like I could look at the network. I could watch that TV show and tell you what network it was shot for.
Fox shows to me are like Twilight.
But like the Suits show that I'm watching, it's a USA network. Same thing as like White Collar.
I thought it was HBO.
It's on HBO, but it's a USA network original.
Oh.
Same thing with like Mr. Robot. It's like it's all USA network. And I'm like, oh wow, like I like the way it's shot and edited, like that all.
Doesn't USA make Law and Order?
Oh, I'm gonna shit the bed right now if that's the case.
Here you are. I hate Law and Order. Which?
Well, I hate shows like that because they're so foxy. Just watch a show on Fox. Watch any TV show on Fox, and it's like a bad sitcom.
Oh, Law and Order's NBC.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
NBC's good. NBC makes good shit. They make really good sitcoms. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, like Big Bang Theory. You love that show.
Well, I like their new ones. I don't watch them. I think is the Neighborhood NBC? That's a cool one.
The Neighborhood?
Yeah, it's the white guy who moves into the primarily black neighborhood.
That sounds funny.
Because it's like the saying, there goes the neighborhood. It's based on that.
Yeah.
Because it's a white guy doing it backwards. The Neighborhood Show. CBS. Okay, well,
damn,
I'm fucking wrong.
It's crazy how many networks are involved. Like you said earlier, like you thought Suits or whatever was through another network. It's
HBO.
like HBO.
Home box office.
It's like kind of, but like they have the rights to it. Like, you know how the AT&T commercial, it's like if you buy a new AT&T plan, you get HBO Max for like Yeah, exactly. Like it's like a 3-month plan. It's like you do that, and then you can stream these shows because Hulu has the rights to Suits right now. I'm pretty sure probably HBO does too, but it's like
yeah, it's probably on HBO. But like, I guess if it's not like an HBO original, like Game of Thrones or Entourage, I don't think you can watch those anywhere else.
That sounds right.
Or like The Sopranos.
Well, HBO is super kind of premiere. It's like Netflix. Like it's like if it was a Netflix original, but HBO is the original platform. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I always knew HBO was like pay to play, and then I finally was like, well, I was like, man, that's such bullshit. Like, you gotta pay extra for like just TVs and shows and shit, and then you watch an HBO special, and you're like, oh shit, these motherfuckers know what they're doing. I learned that with Game of Thrones, bro.
Game of Thrones is so good.
And then The Wire, and then everyone talks about The Sopranos. I need to see The Sopranos.
Just Nick talks about The Sopranos.
Everyone talks about The Sopranos.
Just Nick.
A lot of rappers always throw
it's
bars.
Like, it's mafia, and rappers love that shit. I guess.
But that's
organized
what I'm saying. It's
crime.
Like, but it doesn't take away from the show because of the content. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be fair, it's not my style, but alas.
Sure. Yeah, man. But that's it's crazy because it's like every time I start an episode, it's like the original network, and I'm watching it on Hulu. I'm like, man, that's such a trip because it's like Hulu's kind of just like the new TV channel, but it's like the channel 3. It's like you turn your computer to channel 3 and you can watch whatever you want. It's just the network that made the TV show possible.
Yeah,
blows my mind.
One of our Black Friday deals was like buy 2 movies get 1 free, which is a terrible deal. And so there was like a shit ton of DVDs, and I had to clear them out on like because the sale ended on the 28th.
They should make it a buy 1 get 2 free if it's DVDs. I mean, not many. How many people still buy movies? Do you know the numbers for that on Target?
They were all like almost all still there. Like
we
maybe sold 10% of what was out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people can't sell a lot of DVDs, and I'm pretty sure people sell more books than DVDs now. Like, right?
We don't sell shit for books. All of our books are self-help.
Really? That's so sad.
It's really sad.
That's where you go to that, dude.
You go to Target.
The fact that Target knows that marketing, like someone's willing to be like, man, Target has everything, and I don't want to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge tonight, so
yeah,
I'll try and read a book about, self-help before really pulling the plug.
But like, so the sale ended on Saturday, and here I am Sunday morning, like, hey, I need to clear these DVDs out. Like, what do I do with them? Like, oh, put them in a box if they're discontinued. If they're not, just put them in a cart. Like, okay.
Are DVDs discontinued?
So that just means we're not going to get them anymore.
But wouldn't you want to sell those first? Or you just fucking trash them? Do you guys throw shit away that's like...
No, we donate most of our stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's true. You told me. I got you. You donated to Waste Management.
Yeah. It goes somewhere. It goes to Goodwill.
To a landfill.
But then Goodwill does
Goodwill,
whatever.
landfill.
They do whatever they want with it. But like, so I'm scanning some of this shit, and like, I got to a point where there's like, it's all box sets. Do you know how much the Game of Thrones all 8 seasons box set is?
$110.
Very close. It's $150.
I know. DVD sets are expensive as fuck, bro.
I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's expensive.
You could watch the entire show for like $7 a month.
Mm-hmm. And you can finish the whole thing in like 2 or 3.
And if you know what you're doing, you can pay $7 for 1 month and record it all on your fucking computer.
Did you do that?
No, because I'm a responsible adult. This is 11.5%.
I know, these are really strong. I'm like 4 sips in, I'm like, oh, God. This hits you out of nowhere, dude.
I like how... So, they have a little scale on like sweetness and dryness on the back.
Extra dry.
It's past extra dry. A brute. So, we're drinking a brute. Mm-hmm. And brutes are like the driest.
But that says extra dry right there. That seems to be the marker. Am I mistaken?
Why the fuck does mine is over there?
What the fuck?
Why the fuck is mine over there?
I grabbed they were right next to each other. They are different. Yours is a brute. Mine's an extra dry.
Okay. So mine's drier than yours. Do you want to try it? I know you're only sharing drinks.
There's a pour it in a shot glass. Let's do a
baby.
Sorry, I don't want fucking mono from you.
I've never got mono, so you're chilling.
I don't want to give you my mono. I don't know, man. I'm just... You know how it is. You know how it be.
Remember when we did shots of liquor before the show?
Yeah, that was when I got a good night's sleep and was a little healthier. Now I just... Oh, you want me to fill you up one?
Yes.
For the audience listening at home, Josh wants me to fill him up a shot of my extra dry. Ugh. It's funny how that came up. Cheers. Oh, that's bad. I don't like that at all.
Yours is definitely sweeter because it's not as dry, but I like mine more.
This would be great for... Yours would be great for a mimosa.
Yeah, because it's not as sweet.
The less sweet...
The orange juice would give it a lot more.
Yeah, that would definitely be better in a mimosa. Straight out, that's like fucking just... sparkling water.
I like
but
it.
Like...
I like the dry more.
It's not bad, but I want it with something else, you know? I want like a lemon, a lime, like literally anything else to make it a little... Yeah. You definitely need to mix that with something. This is really sweet.
Yeah, it's sweeter.
For sure mine's sweeter.
Well, I like a brute, I guess. I want to start getting more into wine, but I don't have that much kind of fucking free money to spend on drinks like that.
Wine's not expensive.
Yeah, you can buy a bottle of Barefoot for $5, but that doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it.
I got some wine with Linden at 7-Eleven recently, and it was some of the best wine I've had ever.
What was it called?
I don't remember. I'll ask him, but I remember being like, damn, like this is at... It was kind of like this, but no... Not as it wasn't carbonated at all. And then it was just sweet. It was just real nice, sweet, fruity.
White wines, I can do any. I like sweet.
It was a white wine, for sure.
I like sweets. I like dries.
It was a really good white wine.
Like
for 7-Eleven, it was like $6.
Give me a Moscato. Oh, dessert wine. Mm-hmm. Drink the shit out of it. Give me a Chardonnay. Dry as fuck. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Red wine, though.
Red wine is the shit. Like you have
gotta
to
eat it with
on.
steak. That's the thing. You gotta eat it with a meal. People
just drink it by itself.
Yeah,
those are psychopaths.
People who like wine, but
and I'm a psychopath,
but
so I need to get there.
Yeah, but get there by slowly incorporating a steak or a hamburger
with meals.
Because that way you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna get the palate, to recognize it, and you're gonna wean yourself onto it. Wean yourself onto alcoholism, wine alcoholism. It's way different.
I mean, there was that one time I bought like those 6 wines from a wine club that were like the top rated
I remember that.
wines in California. And my dad was like, "You're going to be subscribed." And I was like, "No, it's a one-off purchase." Mm-hmm. I got like a killer coupon. It was like $60 off. Like, it's crazy. That's insane. Like, I'll take that. Take that for a one-off purchase.
$60 off of,
like 10 bottles of wine.
Make sure they're all like $10 each.
Shit, I'll take it.
Well, that's the thing too.
I still have like 3 sitting on the fridge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, on top?
Yeah, on top.
Yeah. Okay. Start there.
I've tried. I opened one of them, and they were just disgusting. So.
Really?
I know you're not supposed to chill them, but I want to try it cold.
Oh, we can make food tonight too if you wanted to instead. That sounds good. If you want to cook.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
All right. Just saying.
But like, I know you're supposed. White wine is supposed to be chilled. Red wine is supposed to be served at room temp.
Supposed to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like how you're supposed to drink red wine, room temp.
Like it's like eating jelly at that point. Drinking jelly.
I would drink jelly.
You fucking downed hot sauce and ketchup last time, so
I don't remember.
Do you really not remember it?
I remember doing it. But I don't remember like what led to it.
I think you just
I don't remember the why.
I think you just said you wanted it, and I was like, sauce drawer.
I just remember the do.
And you said, grab me the first thing you see.
And you threw me Diablo. And
it was the first thing I saw. You should have done it. That'd be way badass.
I took a dab of Diablo.
A dab, but not the whole. You fucking... You turn that ketchup into Go-Gurt, bro.
I do love me some yogurt.
Yogurt's good.
I don't like how Greek yogurt got so popular out of nowhere.
Why?
Because Greek yogurt's fucking disgusting.
You know what is like?
It's super chalky.
You know what? I feel the same way about hummus.
Hummus has been around though. It didn't just like explode.
No, hummus is cool. I like hummus, but I feel like it's like, at least if you go to like a party or something, like a family gathering, it's always like, you gotta try this hummus, and it's like fucking store bought. It's like, it's not that fucking. Have you never tried it before? And it's like, oh, there's pita chips, and it's like, bro, like, it's basically like a little fancier than Lay's and onion dip. Like, that's it.
The only hummus I've ever had and ever liked was at Alexis's house, our apartment, when Oscar made his breakfast. The bitchin' sauce. That's a hummus.
I didn't even try that. I should have tried that.
He put it on it.
Oh, did he really?
It was on the sandwich.
Oh, that was really good then.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I like hummus. I doused that shit in Cholula, though.
Too bad
Cholula was the best.
Too bad it's at Costco. So I need to ask my parents for it. And who knows the next time they're going.
Well, next time they're like, hey, we're going to the store. Do you need anything? Just be like, I need some bitchin' sauce. And he's like, is that the KY jelly? Is that the lube? And you're like, no. It's like,
I'm going to fuck the turkey.
I'm going to stuff the turkey, Dad. Happy Thanksgiving.
Can you get salmonella on your dick? Because I was cooking chicken breast, and then I got some sauce on my pants, and I decided to take my pants off, and then I dropped a chicken breast, and it brushed my dick. Can you get salmonella on your dick?
You fucked that turkey, didn't you?
No, it fell.
That's hilarious. That's so great. Yes, you can get salmonella on your dick if you can get.
I don't think you can get it on your skin. It's not
if you can,
like a thing.
if you can contract herpes and HIV through your penis, I'm sure it's gonna go into your body.
Herpes is like a skin thing. HIV isn't a skin thing.
Yeah.
Salmonella is not a skin thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can salmonella is not an STD.
Well, doesn't it just go inside your urethra basically and infect you that way? Here's the crazy thing. That dude was tripping out about salmonella poisoning before being like, I got salmonella, here's how. He literally like fucked the turkey and was like, oh God. Oh God, can you get salmonella from dropping a turkey on your dick? Everyone's like, you fucked that turkey, first of all.
You fucked those chicken breasts.
You fucked those chicken breasts. You chicken. There's a joke in there somewhere. Chicken tenders.
They're real slimy. It's a nice consistency, I'd imagine.
Would you fuck a chicken breast? Which is just too.
Titty fuck a chicken?
Yeah.
Not while it's alive.
Obviously not. It's feathery.
Feathers are soft. Have you ever pet a chicken?
Yo, that's like some necrophilia shit, right? That's like some fucking like.
Yeah,
that's
dead.
Getting off to like a dead animal.
Usually
that's like
people just fuck live animals.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yo, that's like. It isn't
like fucking a pumpkin.
Okay, but like it doesn't like cross my mind of like, oh, that's a dead animal. It's like, it's food. You're fucking food, right? But at the same time, it's like, yo, that's a dead animal, and like you're using it to get off. Like, that's fucking necrophilia for sure.
I think only if you come.
I don't think that's the line. I'm not going to draw the line there. I'm going to draw the line if you fucking rub it on your genitals and it is like arousing to you, then that's.
What if you just happen to?
Why are you defending it?
Hey,
what's your stance on this?
I like to play both sides.
Yeah, and the dead animal side too.
So what if you're already erect, right? And you're like, chicken 1 2. Oh, that was interesting.
I don't think anyone goes, I'm already erect. Hey,
hey mom, you still got the chicken breast out?
or just, hey mom. I don't think anyone no one goes, I'm already erect. Like, I have to use this boner for something.
Well, it's just like a straight 1 2, and that's it.
And you just fucking come?
You don't have to come, but like it's just.
You're just that curious.
It's just the 1 2 necrophilia.
There's a difference between like being curious, right? Like as a teenager,
fuck like an apple pie or something from McDonald's.
You slam your dick in a closet door just to feel something on it.
I don't know about you, but our high school experience is a lot different then.
Oh. You never really had a sliding closet door, I guess.
Well, my dick don't work no more.
My dick don't work no more. No, that's a saying, but like,
yeah, I know.
You like, as a kid, you do some weird shit, like with your dick, trying to like be like,
yeah,
what is?
Yeah.
I know it's for something.
I don't know what yet.
I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna find out. It's gonna feel good. And there's a difference between like being 13 and being like, what does my dick fit perfectly in? Spoiler alert, it doesn't fit in anything.
In this bottle.
Companies have that figured out. Really, dude? I'm sorry.
No. Everyone's tried though.
But it's like it's different to be like 13 and being like, what can I put my dick in? This dude's probably a grown man buying turkey from the supermarket and like rubbing it, and he's like, oh, fuck. It's kind of working for me.
Soft and slimy.
And then he does it. You know what I'm saying? It's different at that level. You could be 13 and do some weird shit.
That's okay.
Fine. Like everyone gets like an experimental phase. I don't know how old this dude is. If you're in your 20s, like if you're like 21 and you still gotta be like, what can I find around the house to put my dick in to feel good?
What if they were Amish?
Then they shouldn't have left that comment online.
Well, like they used to be Amish. They're like 24, and then like,
oi, I'm on Rumpspringer, right? I guess that's how Amish people speak.
like they're Australian.
And I fucked a chicken,
A dead one.
A dead one, the chicken breast.
Can you get salmonella on your dick?
I feel like there's so many flaws in that because like someone who is Amish wouldn't be like savvy to salmonella. I feel like it's like,
I think they know what salmonella is.
Sure, but like I don't think the education system in
I think it's pretty tip top.
Wait, where do Amish people live? Where do Amish people come from?
Everywhere. They live everywhere.
Yo, I wonder if there's like an Amish community
nearby.
Yeah,
probably.
You want to like take a tour?
Sure, you could Google it.
I want to go to like an Amish community and like take a tour.
There's probably one in Oxnard.
Nah,
it's
Oxnard's
pretty flat and there's a lot of farmland.
Nah. Yo, that's a trip. Where do Amish people come from? And
Amish vaginas?
And then all of them are born into it? No, they gotta be... We should go to an Amish farm. Amish farm?
Amish community.
Amish community? But like, I don't know, but it's not like a state or a city. It's just like a fucking...
It's a community.
We bought some land. We're gonna live here. Live off the land.
I think just one person's like, I have this area. I am gonna be Amish now. They just decide to...
If you build it, they will come. That's what I'm saying, that we should go there and be like, we're interested in being Amish.
Give me the lowdown.
Yeah, what's it like?
How do you churn butter?
Yeah. You're doing that real nice. That'd be crazy. They'd be like, oh, good, newbies. They like hook you up with like a pamphlet. You're like, how'd you print this shit? They're like, don't ask, don't tell.
It took a couple months.
Yeah, they have to have, I mean...
I had to wait for the papyrus to
It blows my mind. Like, the more you think about it, I'm like, man, one of them has to be like sneaking an Android phone. Like, one of them's doing something online that they're not supposed to. Like, memes are circulating around kids or something. Like,
they just send them as letters. They go to their public library.
How do they print them out? That's using technology. You're forbade to use...
I'm sure books still exist, or they just like have really, really kind of meta memes, like a picture of like from an encyclopedia.
It's just highlight. It's just a book, and then some sentences are highlighted, and then it's like some words. They're like,
turn to page 43.
Yeah, it's like they're in like a sex journal or something, like I don't know, like a journal and like giving birth or like birthing children. It's like sex, mouth, boobies. It's like, and then it's just those words highlighted, and there's like memes. Crazy kids, sex, mouth, boobies. That's not any order that the word should be in. Crazy kids.
I think, I mean, I don't know. So it's like, it's not a religion, but it's like heavily rooted in religion.
It is. It is vaguely religious.
But it's like a lifestyle.
So is being Jewish.
I mean,
you gotta practice reading.
That's if you're an Orthodox Jew, though.
Not really. I have plenty of friends who are Jewish who don't. I mean,
well,
they know how to speak and read Hebrew.
The Orthodox, they got like the long curls and the shaved head.
Those are just like wigs that you wear on the Sabbath. How much you don't know shit, dude?
I don't know anything about Jewish
jack
people.
Shit.
I just learned my brother's new Jewish. But
diversify your group, man. Go find a Jewish friend.
Oh, white is right.
Oh my god.
I have plenty of brown friends.
None of them are Jewish. I bet not one of your friends who's brown.
Nick is Jewish.
That means you are too.
Fuck.
That doesn't mean you are Jewish. You either walk the path.
He has a menorah.
It's so fucked up.
No, it's not. He's Jewish. Why can't he have a menorah?
Okay, it's one thing to be like.
He just found out. He's embracing
My
it.
grandparents 3 generations ago were Jewish. They practiced Judaism. They read. They attended temple.
To be fair, they're ethnically Jewish.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. How do you be ethnically something?
You're from that area. From Israel.
But that's so weird, right? Because it's like, how do you say just because you're from Israel that your family's practiced Judaism? How can you say, like, where did Christianity form? Egypt, right?
Yeah, around there.
It's like to say it's like to say that because you're Egyptian or have a % of blood Egyptian in you that you're Christian. It's like, it's a choice, right? Religion is like the thing you choose to believe, and then you live that lifestyle. It's not like you could be born into it, but I was born into what's the Lutheran family. But we never, I mean, we went to church and shit, but like I never practiced it. I was never told to like live my life a certain way.
That's a Christian, not Catholic, yeah.
It's a Christian sect, yeah. But
I just don't understand why there's so many like divisions of it, like.
Because someone, it's. Have you heard the term foot washing Baptist?
No.
It's someone who follows the Bible to the T. Meaning, if this sentence says "eat breakfast at 7 in the morning," you fucking eat breakfast at 7 in the morning, and you don't start at 7:01. You take your first bite as the clock turns. You know, it's like interpreting the it's interpreting the Constitution by the letter.
Ew.
Well, I should rephrase that. Interpreting the Constitution is like saying it's open to be interpreted. Well, it's interpreted either way, but it's like
they're taking it verbatim.
Yeah, it's like if there's no sentence saying to do it, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And a foot washing Baptist or someone of any religion who's like super orthodox or to the T, very hardcore in their beliefs, gets that label. And then I bet you someone was just like, yo, this whole Amish shit is great, but like, these memes are hilarious, yo. So I'm gonna sneak a fucking Nokia into the barn and look at some memes for an hour a day. And then generations go by and he's like, you know what, I'm Amish, but I'm an Amish sect of Amimish.
New Amimish.
I'm a new Amimish. It's the New Testament of I want to say autism. The New Testament of, what are they called again?
Amish?
Amish. I'm the New Testament of the Amish.
I'm sure they would love technology. That'd help them out so much.
Well, it's like
machines could do all their jobs for them.
Yeah, seriously. And then you're just living in a community rent free. Man, that's the way to go.
Tractors could plow their land twice as fast and 7 times more efficiently.
Yeah,
machines could churn their butter.
But I bet you there's some real nice people. Like I bet you if you went to like
some of them were fucking assholes.
Sure.
God damn you, Jebediah.
Well, they gotta have like here's what bugs me. Here's what bugs me the most about Amish people when we talk about the idea of being Amish. People like, you're not allowed to use technology. It's like churning butter, 100% technology. No arguing that.
It's just primitive.
Yeah, you can't tell me a fucking ox pulling a plow isn't technology. I will fucking refute that to my bleeding death, bro. I will die on that hill being like, that's fucking technology.
Their technology is electricity.
Yeah, exactly. They're just saying no to electricity, which is like, it's cool, but like every time you talk to people, it's like, oh well, they don't use technology. And I'm like, they got to use some, because there's no avoiding technology when you really break it down. It's like technology is just anything to improve anything. Even if you're sitting out gardening using a hoe instead of an ox and a plow, guess what? That hoe, technology.
The Bronze Age.
Yeah, it's like there's always going to be something. If you want to be without technology, it's like you'd have to eat berries and no clothes, and shelter would have to be so much more primitive. No doors, no windows, no door hinges, you know?
Dig a hole to
no
get
steel.
out.
Yeah, it's like
I don't think they have steel.
they gotta have steel for like ovens and shit. I bet you they do. It's just fucking with a blacksmith.
How do they get the steel?
The town blacksmith.
That's a lot. Fuck that guy. He's got to put out a lot of steel then.
Not a lot. There's only like what 20 houses, so you make 20 ovens, and then fucking no one's gonna.
Where do they get the iron?
The blacksmith makes it. I don't know how iron's made, but the blacksmith.
It's from the ground.
The blacksmith is in charge of that. That's his fucking job,
He goes out
bro.
and mines the iron.
Sure.
And the coal.
Sure.
And combines them together to make steel.
Mm-hmm. That's a blacksmith's job. Am I wrong?
No. Blacksmith just makes the things. He doesn't smelt the ore.
Okay, so they could probably buy it from Home Depot. Or
Technology.
Yeah. I like to use this money. Money's pretty technologically advanced. Like,
How was that money made? By hand?
Mm-hmm. Also, just the concept of money is like super advanced when you think about it. It's like
It's an idea.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it's like it's technology. Ideas breed technology, and ideas brought about money. Are you gonna look up the?
I'm just gonna Google how does it feel
To fuck chicken breasts.
to be Amish.
It's an Amish blog. Oi, being Amish shucks, right? Why I was British?
Or a traditionalist Christian-based community with a common lifestyle, simple living, plain dress, and no technology.
So yeah,
I
mean,
had the incredible opportunity to get to know a family and live with the Amish for 1 week. These are all the things I learned by living with the Amish.
bro, the fact right there that they're like no technology bugs the shit out of me. It just I don't know why. It's just such a literal thing. But it's like it's one of those things I'm like, you can't say that an oven or a fire, like you can't say those things aren't technology. Even blacksmithing, you know, like there's no way it's not.
Yeah, it's just the primitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
They can speak English, but they'd rather speak their dialect.
What's their dialect? Where were they founded? Were they founded in America? Did they come from another nation?
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh,
A dialect introduced by German
Dutch or Deutsch?
immigrants.
Like Germany or actual Dutch?
Dutch.
Okay. That sounds about
A
right.
dialect introduced by German immigrants in the late 17th century.
Oh, so Deutsch.
No, it's Dutch.
Dutch, Deutsch. They're neighbors.
Dutch.
Duct.
There's horse cars.
Is there a picture of horse
You can
cars?
still be an Amish and still be trendy. That's all I got. Just a horse.
That's technology, bro. The things they have the horses reined up with, technology. You mean about ovens?
They have their schools.
Schools,
They have
fucking
their
technology.
own schools.
Technology. That's just curriculum. It doesn't mean it's not.
This says Rachel was their new teacher and she was only 16.
That's weird. Imagine all the fucking gossip when those teachers fuck their students.
Once they reach 8th grade, at the age of 14, their education is considered complete, and then Rumspringa begins.
At 14, bro?
During the following 2 years, boys and girls are allowed to use electronic instruments such as cell phones or computers, driving other vehicles rather than a slow-motion buggy, and wearing different clothes. Some of them even create Facebook profiles. Period gives the teenagers a chance to go wild before committing to their religion.
Oh, so it's like saying...
Nearly 90% of them will stay as a member of the Amish community and get baptized at the end.
Yeah, bro, fucking culture shock. Are you kidding?
They saw some shit they didn't like and decided to stay.
You know what I was thinking about this too. That's a perfect transition. Is like being born into a neighborhood is like environment, you know, kind of thing. If you're born into an environment, It's like breeding dogs. I know it's a really crude way of saying it, but like,
go on.
There's like let's say you're in a suburban environment. You're raised by two suburban parents, right? And then you grow up, go to college, you get married, and you move into a suburban neighborhood. You're fucking
goals.
Yeah, but it's like a breed thing. It could be like a genetic breed, like how Rolo's goofy and likes to lick noses. And then there's other dogs who don't.
We taught him how to do that.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
But there's other dogs who don't lick, who don't get excited upon people. There's dogs who bark more. There's dogs who bark less, etc., etc. They bred dogs for like their mellow personalities. They bred dogs for their aggressive ones. You know, is that not the same thing with people where it's like, yo, we're gonna start this Amish community, and if you want to move out, that's dope, but you got to do it before. Also, they're like 14, 16. You can't go into the world at like 16.
Well, they got 2 years.
Yeah, between 14 and 16 to be like, nah.
To experience technology for 2 years? Give me an Xbox. I'll change.
I don't think
I'll be frying kids left and right on Call of Duty.
Could you imagine? That'd be great. Amish boy 100.
With my curls.
But it's like, those traits have to be kind of baked into the reproductive cycle almost, right? You'd think.
Well, yeah, it's called genetics.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if they just leave, it's like, eventually, shouldn't that number get higher to the 90s or to the 100%? Obviously, there's going to be, like, the one or two.
Some of them probably convert.
That stray away, but, like, you're essentially being born into something, and they're like, you can leave. But that's crazy, being told you can leave at 16. Imagine if your parents was like, all right, if you want to get a job at 16, you got to move out.
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Unaware that it's expensive out here?
Yeah.
You couldn't do that shit in California.
I did that at fucking, 22? 21?
How'd that go for you?
Fucking sucked.
You came back and got the whole dunk. You stayed Amish, bro. You're like, fuck it. Fuck mom, dad. I'm coming back. I'm coming home.
Yeah, but now I'm going to school, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, to get the new suburban household and
goals.
Wife and kids.
Yes, goals.
That you want. You staying suburban as fuck, boy.
Goals.
Suburban.
Well, fuck urban life, first of all. Living in the city would fucking suck.
It does suck.
Does. You know about city life?
I lived in Reseda.
That's not city.
It's a bigger city than fucking Camarillo.
Yeah, but it's not like LA.
No, but it's like shitty LA.
That's the valley. That's like I said, I lived in North Hollywood and I lived in the city.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's regardless. I think I'm saying it's the city because it's so different from like what it is out here.
Yes,
it's not the same. But the city's crazy because everyone goes. I had this. I was talking to my roommate not too long ago. I was like, bro, I was driving to get some food one day and someone cut me off. And when I first moved out into Moore Park, I was like, man, fuck this person, this and that, da-da-da. I can't believe people driving like that. It's all these fucking college kids. There's so many college kids because I live right by Moore Park College. I'm like, it's all these fucking college kids. They don't know how to drive. And then I've lived there for 2 years now and I got cut off and I'm like, I don't really care. And I'm like, it's because the college kids. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I got in an accident and I learned, hey, be a little more defensive of a driver, you know? Like, you got to go through your shit before you're like, you got to go through shit before you realize, like, oh, shit, there's consequences to driving like that. Oh, there's consequences to saying stuff like that.
Never been in an accident and I still know to do that shit.
Well, that's a personality thing. I'm saying for people who are aggressive drivers or fast drivers, it's usually people who are college kids or younger, which is why the insurance is up because, you know, they want to hit the gas more. But it takes that accident to learn that consequence. So I'm thinking to myself one day after I get cut off and it didn't bother me, I was like, it's okay. One day they'll learn. One day they'll learn to be a better driver. And then I said to myself, I was like, and then one day everyone in Moore Park, after everyone learns how to drive, I won't get cut off anymore. And then I realized, I was like, yo, I live in a city where kids come here to college every year. And I realized it's not going to ever stop. It's
never going to happen because there's always going to be new people. There's also people just passing through.
Yeah. But that was the main thing is like, I had it broad stroked is like, I live in a city full of college kids. College kids drive like shit, but one day they're going to grow up and learn and they'll be better drivers. but I'm in the area where they come to drive fast and get in those accidents, essentially.
This is a college city too.
For sure. Yeah, TO too. But it's one of those things, it's like I never realized that because I was like, it's all good, they're going to go through their shit. And then I was like, oh, I'm in an area where that lesson is
never happened.
What was being taught, essentially, because like they're going to drive like shit no matter what, because they're younger or whatever. But if I wanted to get away from that, I'd have to move to an entirely new environment. And it wouldn't be the city, it wouldn't be the suburbs. It'd probably be where my dad is.
In the middle of nowhere?
Kind of.
Let's go to Bakersfield.
It's like, it's like you move up there and everyone's like, you know, like, first of all, you can't go more than 15 miles an hour around this turn or you'll fall down a mountain. That's just the fact of life out there. So take it slow. Slow it down. It's all good, because if you want to die, you go a little faster. If you want to stick around, you go a little slower. That's all there is to it.
There's no colleges out there.
No colleges. But
there's a college every 15 miles.
But it's just one of those things. It's like, oh shit, exactly too. It's like
They're like fucking Starbucks.
You can't go somewhere away from your house where someone isn't going to a college near you. Like there's people here in Camarillo who would go to Ventura College or Oxnard College, and I'm like, Camarillo is way closer to Moorpark College than those other colleges, and they're just like, that's the college I wanted to go to.
It's actually closer to Oxnard.
Or Ventura College. Doesn't matter.
Ventura's farther.
Stop arguing semantics. You're annoying.
I'm saying Oxnard's closer. As it goes, Oxnard, Moorpark, Ventura. Channel Islands is only 5 miles away.
Great. But there's a ton of colleges around. And if someone can get a place out here and go to a college 10, 20, 30 miles away because they found a place out here that they can afford or whatever the reasoning is behind it, they're going to do that because it makes sense. But it's going to be that college kid or that bad driver going through all those cities, all those neighborhoods, being a bad driver. It isn't until you go into a whole new environment where no one's driving, like Tehachapi, where people are like, there might be like the occasional like ram ride, like Eric drives up hauling ass to my dad's, and people are like, wow, that guy's going really fast. But like, for the most part, it's going to be like everyone here is like a good driver or a slow driver, but it's like there is going to be that communal characteristic, right? And I was just thinking about that with Amish people to fucking finish that one.
The community aspect.
Like, yeah, it was just like, if I really want to stop bitching about getting cut off, I should move to a city where people are better drivers, because there's a lot of college students out there. There's a lot of college students out in Moorpark. So if I want to stop complaining about the college drivers, I need to move where there isn't a college so accessible.
Close.
Yeah, and I'm on the stripper freeway and the back roads that people take regardless of, creed or whatever. That is where they're going majority of the time. So.
Yep. There are a lot of colleges out here.
California colleges. Do you think, when we went to Arizona, I had this weird, like, S on my chest. We went to that bar, and I remember showing the ID. Every time we showed an ID for a beer, I got this feeling, like I saw, like, the eyes of the people reading it. They saw that we're from California, and there was, like, something special about that. It was like I felt special. I was
the one time we showed IDs?
Twice.
I only showed my ID once.
Well, people wanted to see my fucking ID then.
You're just a sketchy person.
People, I guess even from CVS, everyone just wants to check my ID.
I have trustworthy eyes, I've been told.
Really?
Yes.
I guess I don't, because one's way lower than the other. My face is like not symmetrical at all.
It's because you sleep on that side.
Sometimes I don't sleep at all. But it was one of those things, like, people would be like, can I see your ID? And I'm like, yeah. And there was like this weird, like, yeah, that's right, I'm from California. It was like a weird thing. I felt special. And it was like you think you could go to another state and be like, probably not like New York, because people from New York don't give a fuck. Like, stereotypically about, like, they're like, oh, you think you're so hot shit because you're from California, huh? Well, it's different out here. I imagine that's how New Yorkers talk based on all the movies that I've seen. But that was like the most old man get up I've ever seen.
It was. I'm getting old. I'm only 24 and I'm getting old. So are you saying that if I think that what?
In
What
Arizona, when you showed your ID, did you ever feel like special because you're from California?
No.
Because for me, I showed my ID and I was like, yeah, they probably don't see a lot of these.
I think they see a lot of them.
Do you really?
I think that's just a mindset that you have, that you think you're different because you live in a different state.
Well, I felt special.
Because I make more money than you per hour.
Yeah, but I still live in a shithole. I mean,
So,
it's like, not great.
I think it's like an ego thing you might have.
Sure. I'm just asking if you felt that, though.
No.
You don't need to analyze me. I know I'm fucked up.
No, I felt like the one time I showed my ID, I felt like a regular human being with my vertical ID, not horizontal.
Someone commented on that, though. Was it my sister or a friend? Like, you got the vertical ones in California? And I was like, nah. You never got it renewed.
It's not old enough. It expires next year, so that's cool.
Yeah, so go to the DMV and get it fixed.
Well, the DMVs are closed right now. Well, they're not closed, but COVID. So
They're probably as close as they can be.
So, that's actually kind of like the perfect time.
I'm sure I would have got pulled over for my tags being out of date.
Did you ever get those?
No, I never got them.
Well,
It doesn't matter though. I'm not gonna go look for them. It's due in a few months. It's due in 3 months. So I'm just gonna order new tags and then be on top of it when I order these ones. There's no point in getting the 20. Wait. Well, I guess it is my 2021 tags. But yeah, I'm gonna need my 2022 tags by the end of April. So it's like 5 months away. So
when the time comes.
yeah, when it comes, I'm gonna apply for it. But I'm gonna just need to do that and then make sure I'm staying on top of it, and that's all I can do.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Champagne's pretty good. I got nothing else to say.
You go throw your notes.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye.